Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to everyone. So welcome back to our class. Okay, so today we're going to discuss a set of 20 questions, get revision of mathematics form 2. So I hope you already try these 20 questions. So today we're just going to go through one by one in how to solve the problems. Okay, so let's look at number one. Okay, number one, specify the pattern for the following sequence. Okay, so let's look at the pattern. Okay, so the first number we have -1, and then the second number, okay, over here is -4. Okay, so this is -1, the first number. The second number is -4. So let's look over here. How can -1 become -4? So we know that in order for -1 to become -4, we need to minus 3. Okay, so -1 minus -3 will be -4. Okay, so it's done over here, -4. And then let's look from -4, how can it be -7? So we will do the same operation, okay, which is -3 minus 3. So -4 minus 3, we get -7. Okay, so we know the pattern for this sequence is actually -3. Okay, so the answer is A. Okay, next. Okay, number 2. This sequence starts with 0, 1, 1. And the next term is obtained by adding the previous two numbers. Okay, two numbers is this one, 1 and 1. Okay, so 1 plus 1, we will get 2. Okay, and then we add the previous two terms, okay, 1 and 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. And then we add another previous two numbers, 3 plus 2 equals 5. Okay, from this pattern, okay, this is actually a special pattern, okay, which what we call Fibonacci numbers. Okay, so what is actually a Fibonacci numbers? Okay, so this is the example of Fibonacci numbers. Okay, where, okay, we look over here, 1 plus 1 is equals to 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. 2 plus 1 is equals to 3. Okay, and then 3 plus 5 is equals to 8. Okay, 8 plus 5 is equals to 13, and so on. So this is actually a Fibonacci pattern. Okay, so next let's look at number 3. Okay, geometric rules on binomial coefficient in a triangle. Okay, if you look over here, the clue for this question is binomial coefficient in a triangle. Okay, if after this you discovered this word, okay, a binomial coefficient in a triangle, this is actually a Pascal triangle. Okay, so what is a Pascal triangle? So this is Pascal triangle. Okay, over here we can see that, okay, Pascal triangles in algebra, a triangular arrangement of numbers that gives the coefficient in the expansion of any binomial, okay, coefficient binomial expression. Okay, so this is what we call Pascal triangle. Okay, actually you have learned it in the early chapters. Okay, so I'm going to show you how this triangle become like this. Okay, so we have 1, okay, and then it's go down like this. Okay, 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. 1 plus 2 is equals to 3. 2 plus 1 is equals to 3. And then 1 plus 3 is equals to 4. Okay, 3 plus 3 is equals to 6. 3 plus 1 is equals to 4. And so on. Okay, I hope it's clear for you, okay, how this triangle be like this. Okay. Okay, so let's proceed to question number 4. Okay, give one sequence given one sequence is as follows. Okay, so we have -9, -11, -13, -15, -17, and so on. So from this sequence, we know that, okay, 9 is the first 9 is the first term, -11 is the second term, T2, -13 is the third term, and -15 is the fourth term. So we know that T4 is equals to -15. Okay. Okay, so let's proceed to number 5. Okay, so we have some expression over here, so you need to expand this expression. So what we can do, okay, so we have 7x bracket x minus 1 minus 3. So first things first, what you need to do, okay, you multiply 7x into the bracket. Okay, so you will have 7x squared minus 7x. Okay, so settle the first part and you left with -3. Okay, just add it in, -3. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, so we have A. So 7x squared minus 7x minus 3. Okay, so let's proceed to the next questions. Okay, so over here we have some expression that you need to expand, okay, by power of 2. Okay, so before that, there are some correction in the answer, okay, in the option of your answer. So this 4 we change into 16. Okay, so 16. Okay, so 4x minus 2 square is actually 4x minus y. So minus y square, it is actually 2 times of the same expression, of the same bracket. Okay, so if you have something like this, okay, what I love to do is I split the expression, okay, into 4x minus y. Then I have 4x minus y, and then I put this in a box like this. Okay, so over here, what can you do? Okay, 4x times 4x is 16x squared. Okay, and then 4x minus y, -4xy. Okay, the same thing goes over here. -y times 4x, -4xy. And then -y times -y, negative times negative, po. Okay, so you have positive y square. Okay, and then you simplify. So 16x squared minus 4xy minus 4xy plus y squared. So this part you can simplify. So 16x squared minus 8xy plus y squared. So your answer is C. Okay. Okay, next, number 7. Express u in term of v. Okay, so for this type of question, okay, if the question asks you to put u as the subject of the equation, so what you need to do is you make sure this u part, the part that have u, is on the left side. Okay, so I just change the location of these two things. So u plus 2 is equals to v. Okay, and then you want the left side of this equation, just leave it as only u. Okay, so we want u equals to, so plus 2, you move it to the other side, you will get v minus 2. So your answer is B. Okay. Okay, let's proceed to the next question. So the total interior angle of heptagon. So we know that heptagon, you have 7 sides. So what is the equation or formula for interior angle? So formula for interior angle, okay, is n minus 2 times 180. So heptagon is 7. So 7 minus 2 times 180. So we actually have 180 times 5. So your answer is 900A. Okay. Next question, the same we're going to use the same formula. So interior angle is hexagon. So hexagon is actually 6 sides. So 6 minus 2 times 180. So we have 4 times 180. The answer is 4 times 180 is 720. Okay, but what is the difference between number 8 and number 9? Okay, number 8, I just want to find the total interior. Meanwhile, for number 9, the question asks you to find the interior angle, one angle. Okay, so the 720 is actually the total interior angle. So if we want to find each individual angle, so we need to divide by 6. Okay, I need to adjust this formula. So this one we divide by n, so which is 6. So we have 720 divided by 6. The answer is 120. So 9 is A. Okay, so I hope you can clear out what is the difference between total interior angle and interior angle. So if total interior angle, the question asks you to calculate all 7 angles, the sum of all 7 angles. Okay, meanwhile for number 9, the question only interested to know the value of one angle only. Okay, so you know what regular hexagon looks like. It's look like this. Okay, so 720 is actually the total angle of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the sum of the 6 angle. And then for this question is actually just interested to find one value over here. Okay. Okay, so let's proceed to number 10. Okay, calculate the circumference with a radius of 7. So we know that the formula for circumference is 2 pi r. So we have 2 pi is 22 over 7. R is 7. Calculate the circumference with a radius of 7. So circumference is 2 pi r. So 2 44. Okay, so from the answer option, I think that this question use a different value of pi, which is pi is equals to 3.142. Okay, so let's try to substitute that value, 3.142 times 7. So press your calculator. 2 times 3.142 times 7. Okay, so the answer is 43.98B. Okay, and then number 11. Okay, the area of a circle is 38.5 centimeter square. Calculate the radius. Okay, so what is the formula for area of circle? So we have A, area is equals to pi r square. Okay, so given the area is 38.5. Okay, and then pi, we use the same value, 3.142 times r square. Okay, so in order to find the value of r, okay, this part we move to the other side, it will become division. So 38.5 divided by 3.142 r square. We move to the other side, will become square root. So you will get 3.5. Okay, so your answer is A. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, okay, so we proceed to the next question. So what is the formula for finding an arc of rectangular square. Circle and then you have a I think it looks something like this. Okay, so rectangular square 1/4. Okay, that's correct. Okay, so for the whole circle, okay, so the circumference is actually circumference is 2 pi r, okay, radius. Okay, so if you want to find only this part, okay, this is actually 1/4 of the circle, right? Okay, so you need to times 1/4. Okay, so which gives you the answer is B. Okay, okay, next, what is the formula for finding quarter sector? Okay, so what is the formula for finding quarter sector? Okay, I changed the question. What is the formula for finding area of quarter sector? Okay, so we know that the formula to find area of a circle, okay, is pi r square. So for a quarter is actually 1/4. Okay, so the answer is C. Okay, next, number 14. The formula for the total surface area of a cylinder is. So we know that if the question is about cylinder and total surface area, so the first thing you need to know is the net of cylinder. So we know that the net for cylinder is this rectangular, and then you have two circle. Okay, so from this part we know that the area of circle is pi r square. So this is the circumference of the circle over here. So this part is 2 pi r, so this is h. Okay, so the total area, so we have two parts of circle, so you have 2 of pi r square plus, okay, the area of this rectangular things. Okay, so we have 2 pi r h. Okay, so if you look at the answer option, so we know that the answer is D. Okay, J is jejari in Malay, T is height, tinggi in Malay. Okay, next, number 15. The axis is horizontal, so this is horizontal, okay, and perpendicular to the y-axis. So sorry, this is y, so this things is actually x-axis. Okay, so next, specify the midpoint for the following pair of points. So we have P and Q. So first thing first, okay, you need to label x1, y1, x2, y2. Then you substitute the values into formula of midpoint, okay, which is x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2, because we want to find the mid values, so that's why plus these two values and then divide by 2. So x1 is -1 plus -1 divide by 2, and then we have 7 plus 1 divided by 2. So -1 plus -1 is -2. -2 divided by 2 is 1, 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay, so your answer is A, negative 1, 4. Okay, next, convert 120 meter per second to kilometer per minute. Okay, so for this kind of question, what you need to do, okay, it's actually a simple question. So we know that, okay, we have 120 meter per second. Okay, we want to change it into kilometer per minute. Okay, so what you need to do, okay, so let's decide the first thing you want to change is the time. Okay, so you want to change the second into minute. Okay, so what you do, so you want to cross out the values of s. So over here, the bottom part, we have second. So how we want to cross out this s, okay, is when there are either s on top of the next fraction. Okay, for example, I put s over here. Okay, so second, we want to change into minute. So we know that 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. Okay, so settle for the first part for the time, and then for the distance. Okay, so we have minute and kilometer. Sorry, minute, meter to kilometer. Okay, so you write it at the next part. Okay, so on the top part is meter. So we want to cross out the meter. So it means your next meter is actually, you put it at the bottom part of this fraction, denominator. So meter and meter can cross out. Okay, so we know that meter and kilometer. So bigger one is kilometer, right? So 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter. Okay, so this is the conversion process. So then you try to cross out meter, second. So this will leave you with kilometer per minute. Okay, can you see the process? Okay, so you just simplify all these values. So if 120 times 60 divide by 1 times 1000 kilometer per minute. Okay, so your answer, press your calculator. 120 times 60 divided by 1000. So you have 7.2 kilometer per minute. So your answer is C. Okay, easy, right? Okay, next, number 18, acceleration is equals to negative 5 meter per second square for a snail means. So if you have acceleration negative values, so it means the snails move slower. Okay, B. Next, gradient. Okay, so we know that gradient is m. M is equals to y2 minus y1 equals to x2 minus x1. Okay, for example, we have something like this. Okay, so m. So this is changes in y and changes in x. So we know that m is equals to changes in y over changes in x. So y is actually vertical, x is actually horizontal. So your answer for number 19 is vertical distance over horizontal distance. Okay, next, the last question. Okay, the mean of 7 numbers, 7 is 10. 5 of those numbers are 6 plus 5 plus 14 plus 10 plus 11. The other two numbers are represented by k, so plus k plus k. So in order to find mean, you need to divide with total numbers of these numbers. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So divide by 7 is equals to the mean. Mean is 10. So press your calculator. 6 plus 5 plus 14 plus 10 plus 11, 46. So you have 46 plus 2k equals to 7 times 10. Okay, so 2k is equals to 70 minus 46. 70 minus 46 is 24. So to find the value of k, you divide by 2. So 12. So your answer is B. Okay. So settle 20 question. Okay, so I hope you understand my explanation for each and every question. Okay, so if you have any question to want to ask me, okay, you can just send it in our Telegram group, okay, or you can comment down below. Okay, so that's it for this session. Okay, 20 question. I hope you score 100%, okay, because I think this question is quite easy, okay, regardless of some typos in the question. Okay, so there are how many typos? 1 and 2. Okay. Okay, so I think that's all for today. Thank you very much for your attention. Okay, see you next class. Bye.